everyone, this is Dr. Cliff Faver, and I was just going to start some short videos of explaining a little about Yves Saint Bernard. And so this is kind of introductory because we're always asked, why Yves Saint Bernard? What sets Yves Saint Bernard separate from so many of the other shampoo companies out there? Because there's a lot of them. And quite honestly, I don't know how groomers especially make a decision when there are so many products and things available. And I guess the quick answer to why Yves Saint Bernard, because it works. The parent company in Italy has designed a product that is designed to actually hydrate. We think about this all the time when we talk about hand lotions and facial creams and conditioners, that they're supposed to hydrate. The reality is that most of these are emollients, and quite frankly, they just sit on the surface. They really don't add moisture to it. Now, they hold the moisture in, but they don't necessarily add to it. So, that's one of the unique things that have that. The other unique thing about Yves Saint Bernard USA is the education. We go back and teach the why and the how on a lot of this stuff, because a lot of people have either learned poorly or have just, randomly used products and not really understand the correct way to do that. So if we can educate you a better way of doing it, then we can help you. And this helps in multiple different ways, not only in the results, but also in the cost efficiency. A lot of people look at Yves Saint Bernard products and have sticker shock. Oh my gosh, that bottle is so expensive. The reality is we shouldn't be looking at the cost of the bottle. We should be looking at the cost of the bath. If you learn our technique and what we teach, the cost of the bath is going to be somewhere between 50 cents to $1. Not a big deal, but you've got to understand the principles behind it. I can do a whole horse in 3 to 4 tablespoons of product. So it doesn't take a lot. You also have to understand when you're using a product, it's a chemical reaction. It takes time. One of the biggest problems people have is putting way too much product on, rubbing it in, rinsing it off before it ever has a chance to work. And then a lot of times they end up having to do the second bath. You're wasting product, you're wasting time. So we need to make sure that we use the correct technique. And that's what we try to do with Yves Saint Bernard here. And this applies not only for routine care, but it also applies to any skin issues. Now, honestly, as a veterinarian, I'm going to tell you a lot of the skin issues we deal with probably have to do with product, probably have to do with some poor management of the skin. So we have the ability to help you do this. Now, what sets us apart from the veterinarians on that is because we attack the problem where the problem is. As a veterinarian, I was taught in school that the way you attack all skin problems is you give them stuff internally, and hopefully it works out to the surface and solves the problem. The reality is the skin's a barrier. So if you put something on the other side of the wall, it isn't always going to penetrate through the wall. So that eliminates the ability to treat a lot of these things. Now, a lot of times they do recommend shampoos and that, but they almost never recommend conditioners. A shampoo itself, it strips, it takes away the oils and the natural defense system of the skin. If we're not adding it back, then we're not solving a problem. And to add insult to injury, a good percentage, if not all the products that are recommended in the veterinary field, and I was there, so I can say this honestly, are harsh. They're very drying, they're very irritating. So if we take a skin problem and put something harsh and irritating on it, we still have raw, irritated skin. We haven't solved the problem. So one of the big secrets here with Yves Saint Bernard is conditioning. If you're buying just a shampoo from us, you've missed the whole glory of Yves Saint Bernard. The real glory is when we use the conditioners on that. Now, a lot of people say, well, how about if I use a cheap shampoo and then I'm going to use an expensive conditioner? Well, it helps, but the problem is if you strip all the oils off, you got that much more to add back. Why don't we use a mild shampoo? Let's use a process that just barely takes off a small layer there so that we only have to add a little bit back and get the right conditioner so that it's going to hydrate and feed and nourish the skin. Most conditioners are just oils that go on the surface. Like I say, they don't have what that hair and skin needs to solve the problem. So therefore, a lot of times we just don't get the results that we would like there. So I hope this information helps. We're going to have more of these type videos, and hopefully you can listen to them and learn, and we can teach you along the way, because our ultimate goal is results. It's not just about product. I tell people to have good results, you have to understand the science of what's going on. You have to use good technique, and you got to use the right products. So you need to combine all three. If you short circuit any of those, you're probably not going to get as good results. So one of the biggest mistakes a lot of people make is they're going to use our products, their technique, and expect our results. Each step of the way is very, very important, and it's important that you understand the reason why on this, and then once you do that, you'll find that you're going to get much better results. I hope this is helpful. I hope you continue to watch some of these, that hopefully we can help you raise your level of grooming to another level, and hopefully avoid some of the skin issues that you may face with your own individual dog. Thank you for your time.